Welcome back to my Math 0300 lecture videos. In this one, we are going to take a look at data and graphing. And in this particular video, we are going to look at two types of graphs. Three, really. I need to add bar graphs right here. We're going to take a look at pictographs, histograms, and bar graphs. Pictographs and bar graphs are probably the ones you are most familiar with. But we will start out looking at a pictograph. A few things you need to know about pictographs. We'll look at some properties. When you use a pictograph, what you're doing is you are using pictures to represent your data. And because you're using pictures instead of numbers, one of the things you absolutely have to include in your pictograph is a key. It tells what each picture represents. So maybe each picture represents 2 soccer goals, or each little drop of water represents an inch of rainfall. In addition to a key, your pictograph absolutely has to have a title, labels, and symbols. These are the pictures you're going to use. Now, I'm a firm believer in the best way to learn how to do something is to just do it. So consider the following study. We are going to conduct a study to determine how often students go to Charlie's Bistro for coffee during dead week. That's the week before finals. The results from the first 4 students questioned follow. So student 1 said they went 3 times. Student 2 said they went 7 times. Student 3 said they went 5 times. Student 4 said they visited 2 times. We are going to use this data to create a pictograph. So we need a title. It doesn't have to be super creative. We're going to call it Visits to Charlie's. So this is our title. Usually we put the title right at the top of the graph, so it's one of the first things you see. Then in that first column, we're going to label our data. So this is going to be student 1, and then student 2, and student 3, student 4, and I've got 1 extra. These are our labels. now we need to decide what our symbol is going to be. I'm going to use a coffee cup. And I'm going to say that one little coffee cup I don't know why it disappears on me sometimes. Is equal to one visit. So here we go. Student 1 went 3 times. So I need 3 coffee cups. Student number 2 went 7 times. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Student number 3 went 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And student 4 went twice. So we have our key down there on the bottom. And the lines with our coffee cups contain our symbols. So there is our pictograph. Now let's see what we have going. After Dead Week, Charlie needs to replenish his supplies. He analyzes the coffee sales for the past week and uses the data to help guide his order. His sales for each day of the week follow. Use the data to create a pictograph of the results. So we need another pictograph. We'll create a title. Again, it doesn't have to be super fancy. We'll call this Coffee Sales. There's our title. We have 5 days that we're interested in. So we have for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, when I go ahead and put in my symbols, I don't want to draw 40 coffee cups. I just don't. I don't even want to draw 15 of them. So this time, instead of using 1 cup per visit, I'm going to make it so that 1 little coffee cup is equal to 5 cups of coffee. Could you make it 10 cups? Absolutely. So on Monday, he sold 30 cups of coffee. Well, I don't need 30 of these guys. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So there's my 30 coffee cups for Monday. Tuesday, he only sold 20 cups. So that means I need 4 of these guys. So there's 5, 10, 15, 20 coffee cups. For Wednesday, he only sold 15. That means I need 3. 10, 15. On Thursday, he sold 40 cups of coffee. So I have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 up here. So there's 30. $35, $40. Thursday was a busy day. Friday, I need 25 cups. So there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we have our title, we have the labels, we have the symbols, and we have the key. Make sure you realize that in this example, we changed from going from 1 cup equals 1 visit to Charlie's to 1 cup standing for 5 cups. You can change the meaning of that key. I could have used 1 cup was 10 cups of coffee. My pictograph would have looked a little bit different if I had made one of these equal to 10 cups. You might think, well, how in the heck am I supposed to make it look like 25? 25 feels a little weird at first. So there's 10, 20, that would be 30. If you need a fraction of your cup, there's half of a cup, so that would give you 25 cups. Now we're going to go look at a bar graph. Bar graphs are probably the type of graph that you are most familiar with. We are going to use the same data, so we are going to use Charlie's coffee sales. But instead of using a pictograph, we're going to take that pictograph and turn it into a bar graph. When we make a bar graph, your bars can be vertical. Remember, that's up and down. Or horizontal. It doesn't matter which way you choose. Pick one and stick with it. The other thing that has to happen is your bars have to have the same width. And the height of each bar represents the number of things in each category. Now, since I use the term category, that does mean that our bar graphs for the independent axis will have a category. It could be a list of favorite foods. It could be favorite colors. In our case, it could be days of the week. We're not going to be looking at numbers along our independent axis. Our dependent axis is where we're going to find our frequencies. Or you can also call it the count. So that's what's going to show our measuring. Once again, we have to have a title. So we will call this daily coffee sales. And along the bottom, we need our days of the week. You can make your bars as wide or as narrow as you want them to be, as long as you keep the width consistent. So I am going to use 2 bars or 2 sections on my graph paper. And I'm gonna skip one. So this will be Tuesday. This one will be Wednesday. This one will be Thursday. And this one will be Friday. And I think on my vertical axis, my dependent axis, I need to be able to go up to 40 cups. So I think I'm going to let each box count as 5. So this will be 10, 20, 30, and 40. This is days of the week. And this is cups sold. So it looks like on Monday, he sold 30 cups of coffee. So I'm going to go up to the 30. And I am going to make a rectangle that is 30 units tall based on my scale. And I'm going to shade it in. For Tuesday, he sold 20 cups. So when I go and do Tuesday, it's not going to be as tall as Monday. Wednesday was 15. Thursday, he sold 40. So Thursday, we're going to go all the way up to 40. Sorry for the brief interruption. I'm going to finish coloring in my bar. And then Friday, Charlie's sold 25 cups of coffee. So I'm going to go to 25. Make that the height of my rectangle. I was a math major, not an art major, so forgive my wonky rectangles. And there you have your bar graph for daily coffee sales for Charlie's Bistro. In the next video, we will talk about the histogram.